everyone! So we're gonna try something else a little bit different today. Years ago, my mom picked up this old sewing machine, a table sewing machine at an auction sale. It was something that needed a little bit of care and I just wasn't ready for that. So I just continued to use my domestic one that I bought at Fabricville like 5 years ago. But now I can use another sewing machine. Who can't use another sewing machine? Let's be honest. I've already gone and opened the door because I was very afraid it was going to be full of spiders and I didn't want you guys to see me screaming on camera. So this is what we have. I don't really know anything about it, so I'm going to probably have to do quite a bit of research before I actually get a full understanding about what its capabilities are. But it's a really nice desk model that's got a fold-down table extension here. So I'm going to try and drag it out of the shed here and get it cleaned up and see what's inside these drawers. I hope it's not raccoons. Okay, so I got it out, which was a bit of a task because turns out she's mighty heavy. And I'm an idiot because these aren't real drawers. They're fakes. So yeah, Singer, you pulled a fast one on me. So I managed to carry this pretty beastie across the property into the garage so I can get it cleaned up and get a better look at it in some proper lighting. And it's in pretty good condition, although I think from being in the humidity and being outside for so long, the veneer on this little drawer has started coming off. So I don't know if it would be better just to try and pull it all off or just to leave it alone. So I've gone ahead and cleaned up the machine a little bit, and since I've got some of the dust off of it, I can clearly see what the model number is. And using that model number, I looked up a manufacturer's chart and found out that this sewing machine was probably manufactured around 1958 or 1959. And the nice thing about these older Singer sewing machines, that though they are quite old, parts are still being made to fix them. One of the things that I'm going to need to replace is the cover for the bobbin holder because it appears to be missing. And I can see because it was missing, there's quite a bit of rust that has started to build up in here, so I'm not sure what the implications of that is actually going to be long term, but that's something that I'll find out eventually. So what my next step is going to be is I'm actually going to take the faceplate off of here and see what kind of condition the mechanisms are on the inside. And I'm going to take the faceplate off right underneath the foot where the feed dogs are and see what I can have a look at in there. So last night after the sun went down, it got a little bit too cold to work in here, so I'm back at it today. And what I did before finishing up filming last night and packing up for the night is I actually threaded the machine. So it's fairly intuitive if you've ever threaded a machine before, but there are manuals you can find online. So I threaded it, it's working functionally, and I even threaded up one of the bobbin that came in the bobbin holder of the machine. However, I realize now that the bobbin is too big for this model. So when I draw the needle thread through, it actually cuts the bobbin off right underneath the top of the bobbin plate. So it's like it's trying to decapitate it. So I think I'm kind of at a standstill for now until I'm able to order those parts online and get them shipped here. But it's looking good. I'm presently looking into finding a technician that's local that would be able to do a bit of a touch-up and a tune-up on it anyways. Just because I've gotten it running doesn't mean that there's not some fine-tuning that can be done for it to help it run better long-term. So I'm probably going to pursue that as well. So that's where we are for now. I'll let you know how things progress as they come up.
Okay. Quite a few weeks have gone by because it is now winter. What I ended up doing was taking it to get professionally refurbished at a sewing center in Cornwall, and I've recently since then gotten it back. I will be taking it upstairs to my sewing room and setting it up. So I will see you guys up there for an update.
Alright, so I can now safely say that I'm nearing the end of my journey to have this machine refurbished. I think what the next step is going to be is I'm going to be looking online for feet attachment kits. I would be looking for a rolled hem foot and maybe a zigzag stitching foot that would be compatible with this machine so I can get some extra functionality out of it. But otherwise, it's very useful in the state that it's in, and I'm really excited to start using it. Excited to share that with you guys so I can show you how the machine works now that it's fully functioning.
So if you've enjoyed following my journey of taking this old sewing machine from a relic in a shed to now in my new sewing room, a feature of my new sewing room, I'd love to share more of this kind of content with you. In 2020, I have great aspirations to become a lot more consistent with my production of video and of making tutorials and vlogs and such. So I would be happy to have you guys join me along with that as well. So don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe, and I will be seeing you around the sewing machine.